Okay, I made it. I did it. It's over with. So, yesterday we had a pretty massive day. Made 1,100 something on stream, and then I made $200 later on. So that was one of my best days of the month. And I really needed that day because on Wednesday when I streamed, I had a pretty big loss, and I was able to reduce it down to negative 396. But then that reversal on Thursday, yesterday, I didn't expect that at all. And man, having had that, it put me within striking distance of the goal. I needed 267. It was 400, but because I had the extra $200 later in the afternoon yesterday, I was able to bring that down. So I needed 267 today, and I'm glad I didn't stream those initial trades because it was wild, man. I made a lot of mistakes. So partial nervousness, partial just being difficult. You can see how choppy the action has been. We've been inside the initial 15-minute bar quite a bit, but we did have a good bounce there. So I made a little bit on Tesla, 105, but the big win was with NVIDIA. Once I started seeing a high being formed here, you can see there was no continuation on this follow-through bar. It dropped down, did a retest with a really big tail. I did a short here, and it just ran below. I captured 261 on this one, so between 261 and 105 on Tesla, we hit the monthly goal. Made it a little bit over. 327 for the day, and we needed 267, so we hit the monthly goal. So that's awesome. Oof, man, it was a tough one though. Tesla definitely tricked you out because I was having problems holding. Let me see if I can get my orders to work out here. I figured coming on and at least showing what I did today would help out better than just only posting on Discord. Let me see if the orders come up. Man, I was having trouble yesterday too with the orders showing up. It just takes forever, or it doesn't load at all. Kind of wish I held my Tesla long, but I was so happy when I was able to exit on this bar that I just didn't hold it through it, because we're still stuck in the 15-minute that 15-minute range. So it is a possibility this could project and just fall over as well. We would need to see it break up and above and hold the high here if it was going to hit the goal, and it could do that. But things were a little bit tricky today. How's it going, Prego Biddies? So this month I let me write down my notes here. So today we did. I am not gonna trade today. No more. I just want to lock in those gains.
Find that entry. Ready to dominate the trading moves. Let's conquer those market opportunities like a pro.
Watching CCL for an entry. I'll take a look at that one in a second here. Oh my god. So let's see. We had 22 trading days this month. I had 15 wins out of 22 trading days. That was 68%. So we didn't get our 70%, but we got pretty close to 70%. The main issue this month is I had one loss that was unnecessary. I was actually up pretty good, and then I got greedy and lost it all. That was unnecessary, but there were still a couple of really tough days that just kind of edged me, grinded me down. I didn't hit like the daily profit goal on those, and I was just struggling all day. There was a tough few losses there. So we've had 7 losses this month. A little bit over par on my losses, but we survived. The good thing was we were able to keep our losses under control, save for 2 of those days I went a little bit over, and I could have gone over on Wednesday when I streamed too, but I gave myself a little bit extra room because I wanted to concentrate off stream on that one. Alright, let's take a look at CCL on here. It should be useful in some way. So CCL, there was a worry here, but it had a bottoming tail bar. Now it's holding above the level it needed to hold. So you could try a long, but you want to make sure that it doesn't lose this level. So I had a massive pullback. That was a danger. I think the last time you talked to me, this bar was formed, so you had this takeout bar, and then this thing peaked up above. Had some continuation, couldn't hold it, had a gap down, sold off, reversed, and now it's holding that level, so you could try a long as long as it's holding here, but you gotta know where your stop is if you're doing a swing trade. But this bar right here kind of changed the story. And they just dipped it just below just to take out some stops, man. They play games. You can see what they're doing. If anything, you would have gotten stopped out and then re-entered. So we did it, we did it, we did it, we did it. Not a big month, but keeps us alive. And we have a little bit we can use to put in savings or something. Maybe buy a little bit of Bitcoin. Yeah, so I don't even know why I'm here. I guess I'll just chill for a bit and answer any questions if you have any. Oh my god, dude. But it was tricky today. They tried to fuck me good. I was down 140, I was up 60, then I went down 140. Then Nvidia saved my butt. Nvidia is such a big ranging stock that it's almost a desperation move as long as you're below your stop loss. And, you know, our losses were always small. It was just the frustration of being profitable and then losing it, and then having that happen a couple of times in quick succession. It was a difficult read because there was a higher move up from the CPE report, then they dumped it, and you didn't know if that was going to be like a fake pump and dump and that was just going to go down all day. But once this bottom formed, you kind of had to watch it. And then my mistake was thinking that this was going to continue higher because it made a bottoming tail here, and I thought I was just going to go up to the target, but it pulled back, so that screwed me. Did a nice reversal, got a little higher high, couldn't complete it, flushed all the way down here, so I was negative. This long didn't work. This one did work, and we got what you see here on the right side. But it's gonna be tricky the rest of the day, so I'm not gonna fuck around. So not a fancy day, but even 330 minutes is good. But if this was a normal day and not the end of the month, I wouldn't just call it good here. I'd try for 400 or 500. But I'm just glad to wrap up this month. And we'll try again next week. If there wasn't the holiday this week, You know, it would have given me a little bit more maneuvering room. Thank you, NVIDIA. CCL's trying to hold the open here. So talk to me, Pegabitties. How's your day going so far? Everyone's still waiting on the NVIDIA
Grinding at work, mate. Ready to dominate that hustle. Let's conquer those tasks with drive. Grins.
Dominate that hustle.
Meeting mode, mate. Ready to dominate the conference call. Let's conquer those discussions like a boss. Grins.
Then they're done that. Meeting. So many different teams to work with, so you gotta have a status report with everybody, and then you have only a little bit of time to actually do work. Collaboration.
Short hunt, mate. Ready to dominate the
You want to find a
strategy.
short on CCL.
Let's conquer those market opportunities like a pro. Grins.
Maybe today you could possibly get one, but overall, it's a long. Because it wasn't able to make a lower low. So I wouldn't bet to the downside yet. And it's still holding above yesterday's body. So if I mark this out here. So it basically needs to break below the
mate. Ready to dominate either play. Let's conquer the
bottoming
decision
tail
with
here.
precision. Grins.
On the daily time frame, see, you've been swinging this thing, so I thought the daily time frame would be more helpful to you, but if you look at the daily time frame that's on here, when we last talked, this stuff didn't exist, right? All we saw was this big red bar, and then we had this looking to keep that, to hold this level. And we caught a level because it was bumping its head against it back and forth multiple times. You can see like that price action aggregation here, right? Then it has a gap up. It couldn't hold the gap up and it reversed. So then we're just below the level it needs to hold. Then it reversed that, made a high that it couldn't hold, came back down, retested it, and actually went down below the body of this bar, but it couldn't hold it and made a massive tail. Everyone bought this up. And the subsequent candle could not get anywhere near the bottom of this. It's still a little bit choppy, but it's failed to make a lower low, so I wouldn't consider this a short at this point, because you have the moving averages starting to invert to the upside, and you also can't make that lower low. So now as you see this coming together here, at this point it's not a short on the long term. And even if I was doing it today, in order for me to have taken a short today, it would have had to been below yesterday's low, which it isn't. Oh, the market's rolling over now. Look at the NQ, it's going to shit. Man, I am so glad I got out today. Oh my god.
Amazon in decline, mate. Ready to dominate the market move. Let's conquer those price levels like a pro.
Amazon is dying. Oh my god. So how's Bezos gonna maintain his yacht? I wonder how many shares he still has. I'm sure he lost a lot of his net worth in the divorce. But man, he is super buff and he has like a model wife now. He's basically living the dream. You know, he worked at his company forever. You know, he was inside of that, basically a really tiny office. You think his current wife is a hag? Let me take a look at this. Hold on a second.
Grins.
Jeff Bezos.
Critical observation.
Current wife.
His those judgments.
His past wife was a cutie, but his current
grins.
Lauren Sanchez. Okay, Lauren Sanchez is the current one. That means she does the dirty Sanchez. I'm just kidding. Well, there's quite a bit of plastic surgery on her. I'll post the picture. I'll find a good picture.
Having a laugh, mate? Ready to dominate the humor. Let's conquer those chuckles with style.
He can do much more. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, if you're one of the richest men in the world, you could do better, but she is bad. I mean, if I wanted a plastic surgery girl, she'd kind of look like this. With those dick-sucking lips.
Defending perspectives.
Y'all are haters. Okay.
Those opinions.
Well, Prego Betties is grounding us and letting us know what's important. So let's be mindful of that, because she's right.
Compliments, mate. Ready to dominate those praises. Let's conquer with
there,
some
now I'm with
vibes.
her.
Grins.
This is my wife now. I like her. I mean, I like her. It's King Philip that is hating. Look at those boobies. Those lips, the hair. That's perfect. Brrr! Yeah, he's out of the picture now. It's all me. Yeah, look at me in my fancy suit.
Ready to dominate the humor. Let's conquer those chuckles with style. Grins.
You know, his previous wife was a cutie too. Let's go, Jeff Bezos' previous wife. That Mackenzie Scott lady. See, she married out of love, so I wonder what happened there. I guess, you know, being a CEO of a business for that long and dedicating your entire life to it would kind of make you an asshole. So he's definitely changed over time. Probably different people at this point. So, Mackenzie Scott. She was cute.
Talking tech, mate. Ready to dominate those specs. Let's conquer the PC build with expertise. Grins.
A 4K PC would cost if you built it yourself. Let's see how much mine was. But mine's about a year old at this point. I didn't build mine, so you could possibly get it cheaper, but at this point these things are so assembly line that they're pretty cheap now anyway, so I paid 2,700 on mine, and that was last August. But at this point, they're getting so cheap. It's a lot different than it was when I was when I used to build my PCs, because now it's just like an assembly line. Like they have like these, you know, pre-built PCs that have everything that you want. That it doesn't really change a whole lot. Just my opinion. There you go. Look at me.
And set up, mate. Ready to dominate the ultimate
$2,700 monitor. Let's see how much my monitor costs.
Conquer the premium experience. Grins. Old school setup, mate. Ready to dominate the classic rig. Let's conquer with some nostalgia gaming memories.
Alright, Jupiter, I'm gonna turn you off because you're doing the conquering domination thing again. So my my monitor. So actually I have a yeah, let's see how much was mine. Order details. My monitor was $800. Has a super fast refresh rate, 500 hertz. Because I want to play games, so I want the fast refresh rate. So altogether, plus 2,700. So altogether was 3,500, which seems like a pretty good setup. You can... Parts are, I mean, there's slightly better graphics cards at this point, but... $2,700 monitor, that's crazy. I mean, I wanted a fast refresh rate for first-person shooters that I haven't played for a bit. So there you go, look at me. This is what happens when you hit your monthly goal in the stock market. You get a regular goal that's cute, and then you get your hot model. And then you bounce back and forth. Because they're mad at each other. They're jealous. Fighting over time with you. You think you'll be good with $3,000 monitor? That's a lot. That's it. I want to see what monitor is $3,000. Because I like mine quite a bit. I match with the red? Yeah. She's wearing my, dragon scale dress. Alright, let me get rid of the ex-wife. Bop. Alright, so this is the one we're sticking with. Oop. Bye-bye, Bezos. You've been replaced. Mackenzie Bezos is the greatest investor of our generation. You're right. Didn't have to do a goddamn thing. Just the divorce payments. Snappa, it's the first time I've seen you on the stream. Kinda early for you. You're usually in the evening. Oh, she was an employee. Okay. Was she, so that was probably how they met then? She was an employee and then they kind of, hooked up? Is that sexual harassment? Is that proper? Did I contact HR? You're stonking it up. That's right, you were doing your options. You wanted to YOLO into 0-day options. GITX. So I can't tell you anything about options. I never went down that road. there used to be quite a few members that so OBS is having problems. It was happening to me yesterday as well. It just kind of randomly cut out. I'm not sure how. Damn, how fucking long was I talking? I went through the pricing levels on what I would do. Damn, I talked a hell of a lot. Shit. Oh man, where the hell did I... You got none of it, son of a bitch. Okay, well, let me retry this. So if I was to look at this from a day trading standpoint, I've set the levels here. Right now, it broke below yesterday's low, which means it would have been a short today. If you're trying to go long, you'd want it to hold above the bottoming tails of these candles. It does look like the tide is turning on it. You can see it. You can see the moving average increasing, but you want to see it hold this level here. And then if it holds this level, the next step is an attack on this 49.23 where the last top was, and then once this hits this level here and holds it, then you want to see it run up to the next level, which is 54.69, and then up to the $60 mark. And then you commented that it was a 2x Bitcoin long, and I said that you know, eventually Bitcoin's going to break out. It's been stuck in a tight range between the 66,000 and 70,000, and once the supply shock hits from the halving event in 6 months, it should go to the moon. Hopefully, if the pattern holds, but typically it takes 6 months after a halving event for the supply shock to kick in. Alright, let me take out my, my wife here. Bye-bye. And then I was looking at the price today, it's at 67. We made a swing at 70k over the weekend, that didn't hold, unfortunately. But I remember, I was telling people to get into Bitcoin 2 years ago, even on my very first stream in September of 2022, and I kept cost averaging. Do you think so? Well, as long as you make money on it, your beliefs, I mean, go with your gut. I mean, if you just want to swing it for money, that's fine. I think it does have, there's an opportunity here very similar to the beginnings of the internet. I think it could be the internet of money. So I'm holding it long term. There's a lot of factors involved, such as that audited, scarce amount. There's a lot, I could go into it for hours. But, you know, as long as you're making money on it, that's fine. The thing is, where would you put your long-term wealth in? Can't really save in dollars, because that's been going down since 1971. You can't do it in any other foreign currency. Gold and silver has had an uptick, but it's usually flat. I don't trust Wall Street. If you day trade every day, you can see how much of a... how bullshit the whole thing is. Multiples of value on the share price. And also, like, the patterns involved when price trades, which makes day trading even possible. And it's manipulated by computers. And you just follow the patterns, and it's hard to want me to park my retirement money on there. I know it's worked out overall. You can always say, oh, the market just goes up. Like, especially if you look at the index, that's true, because anytime a stock doesn't meet the index requirements to be in that top you know, in the top basket, then they get removed, so it always looks like it's going up because they're just removed stocks. Man, I'm really glad I got out today. Just hit the monthly goal and got out. Man, this is they really fucked people over today. Everyone's been clowned. Damn. So I had a monthly target to hit, and I had a really good day yesterday, so all I needed was 260 to hit the monthly goal, and we got 300 this morning. 327. Man, they really clowned everybody. That's a really tough short here. Because you got in on confirmation, then it really bounced up. Probably would have scared you out. I'm so glad I got out. Yeah, the Amazon longs. When was the last time you held Amazon? I think you sold all your stuff, didn't you? You were doing a swing trade on it for a while, King Philip. But you can see how price works. He had a level here, couldn't hit it. Tried to break out above, couldn't do it. Failure, failure. Failed bounce, broke through. It's going straight down to the next retest of 169 here. So you can see how the patterns work. You sold it in January at 170. Oh, interesting. Well, you got a pretty good run, especially this gap up here. Maybe in February. Let's see, February. Yeah, February is when you had the gap up, so that would have been a good time. It is going to reach that price eventually. I know it had more room to go up, but, you know, gaps get filled. Not all the time, but it's something to consider. And that is where it retested already. As long as it made profit, I mean, just squabbling over a few bucks. You were done holding it. You sold the earnings rip. Oh. Your basis was 560? So it's split back in 2022. 20 to 1. So you held it for a long time. Wow. So I think NVIDIA needs to do a retest. Maybe that already did it. Maybe this was the dump. I think it needs to try again. Man, we had a gap up over the weekend that went parabolic and really killed some shorts that were in it. I was seeing somebody lost that $500,000 betting against it over the weekend. I mean, it's Wall Street bets, so you never know if that shit's real or not. But that's a hell of a loss if that was true. And then we got NVIDIA splitting on June 10th. Ugh. Anyway, I didn't have anything planned today. I was asked to, you know, provide an update, and I thought it'd be best to be showing it real time. Speaking of Wall Street bets, you think GME is going to triple bottom on $10 before it goes parabolic again? It was interesting that Rory and Kitty came out of nowhere, posted, and then said nothing after that. Got everyone riled up. Man, 21 bucks? God damn, this thing. Almost a $65, and it made a ceiling there. I was never able to make money on this one. Day trading this was difficult, because when the original run was happening, the hedge funds are really trying a lot of different tricks to try to scare people out of their positions. If you were swinging it, then you weren't even looking at it actively, but if you're looking at it actively, you could see the price, like there was a ladder attack, is what they call it, and it was really hard to hold, so I actually couldn't get much out of it. But I've had a cousin that made a lot of money on it. Paid off their house. So yeah, I could not trade this thing. This thing's just, man, this is all over the place. And then if I look at it today, if I aggregate it on the 15-minute time frame, got the high. Still need to see if this holds as a low. Doesn't look like it wants to. Need to see this 15-minute close in 4 minutes and see what happens. You weren't there for the buy, but you predicted it would hit 10 over a year ago. Maybe it'd help if I did a weekly time frame because it's kind of hard to see, or maybe monthly. Nope. So let's see, we had the GameStop craze back in 2021. Had the sell-off. It's been around, let's see, last time it was $10 was before the craze. And the next low point was 11. So it looks like it was at, the lowest you could have got it was 1042 on April 15th, and then it just went apeshit. And then it's been above, it's been around the 20s. Well, congratulations to anybody who actually did get profit on it. Between that and AMC. Yep, exactly. There's a price gets magnetized between levels, so you kind of use that as your guidepost to place your bets, as it were, and have your stop ready. And I basically do the same thing, just on a really small time frame every day. And that's how I make my money. Man, what a fucked up day. Oh my god. Nobody wants to hold over the weekend, huh? Oh, it would have been funny to see Andrew Tate get into GameStop. And then Dave Portnoy, right? He also does a lot of trading. I remember when he first started, he was playing Boeing, and he was asking the audience, should I go short? Should I go long? What do I do here? And he's just asking his chat. But he has money to blow. He's just having fun. So he can not care. His highlight reel's amazing. Yeah, he's funny, man. This is what we do! It's been a long time since I've looked at Boeing. Doesn't move too much on a day-to-day basis, but it's something I still would play as a backup if Tesla wasn't working out. Damn, this is an entire move in 1 minute. Look at that spike and then sell off. That's amazing. They do like to run stops before they roll it over. as far as you go is let chat choose the stock and not what to do with it. Yeah. I used to have a redeem for that. No one ever used it, and I now that I'm doing this for my full-time income, I'm definitely not going to put that option back on. There's just too much risk. Well, I don't have any games or anything planned. I just wanted to come on to show my update for the day and just let everyone know I hit the monthly goal because it was a little bit tight this month. I had one more loss than I needed. I've got the highlight reel cooking. I've got an animated short that's very similar to Robot Chicken that I hope does well. I hope it goes viral. I think it's pretty funny. That'll be done in a week or so. We've got music tracks coming up. That'll be on the YouTube site. And then I gotta make a post on the new inventory that came in. Holy fucking shit, look at this, man. They are killing it. Oh man, if you were short today, it's hard to, I wouldn't have wanted to go short at the tippy top here, because it already had support here, so it would have been hard to just envision it breaking down completely like that. I actually made my money long today. Well, shit. Hey, Snappa, are there any games coming up that you're looking forward to that have multiplayer? I know you play Halo a lot, but it's been out for such a long time, and I only played it when it was originally released, and, you know, now I don't have, like, the skill. I'd be too far behind, but if there's something new that you're gonna be playing, maybe that's something we could, do some multiplayer. There we go, my fucking orders are showing now. Jeez, that took a half hour to download those and put them on the chart. So these are all the trades that I took today. Healthcare and oil is good. I'm doing okay today. Game Pass is pretty damn awesome. Because now they're gonna have the new Call of Duty on that too, I thought I read. And I definitely love the Black Ops series, so I'll probably be getting that. I have really fond memories of Black Ops 1 and 2. Yeah, so you can see here all the orders, all the trades that I took. It's a little bit more messy than it... I mean, it looks like a complete mess when I look at it in retrospect, but it was necessary because things weren't really stabilized, and I needed to do quick entries and exits. Ideally, I would have liked to get a whole move, but also I was trailing on the way up, taking profits as I was correct. I could have done it a little bit more cleanly, but whatever works this time. Sea of Thieves is another one that's just been out for a while. I want to start fresh on a new one. I wouldn't want to pull anyone down from something I haven't played. But I know you were into that one. Seen you stream it many times. So I'm looking forward to Call of Duty and the next Monster Hunter. You also play the finals. Wow, I haven't heard that name for a while. I remember I was seeing previews of it. We'll see if yesterday's are downloaded. Yesterday's prices. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's not very reliable on showing the orders, so I'm gonna remove it. Alright. Maybe this was the exhaustion bar. I'm not gonna trade again, but maybe this is a longing moment. So we did do a retest of this bottom bar here. So if you were gonna go long, your first target would be this level here that it lost. And it could still roll over, so you always gotta be careful, but this... there's no continuation here, and it sold off quite a bit. Entertainment purposes only. Apex Legends has been around for so long, it's hard for me... I don't like to get into things that have just been around for, you know, a couple of years, because you have people that have just been doing it full time. Like, there's a number of streamers that I watch that have been pretty heavy into Apex Legends for a really long time. There's no way you're gonna be able to compete with that. It might be fun. Did they ever add Battle Royale to Halo Infinite? Because that was one of my complaints, is that it should have been a feature that was rolled out when it was released, and they said they'd do it later, and I never followed up on that. Yeah, Microsoft kind of fucked up the Halo franchise, didn't they? Oh, they broke the scoreboard. How the fuck do you do that? Yeah, the magic was gone for me once Halo 4 came out. They tried doing like a kill streak type of thing, and they changed the movement that I loved in Halo 3, and then I never really, I don't know, I kind of lost the love for the franchise. I still bought them all, so they still got my money, but I just didn't play it as religiously as I did Halo 3. Halo 3, I'd be up until 3 a.m. multiple days in a row just playing that thing. And I had coworkers that I play with twice a week. We just set aside a time and we just rolled around as a clan. Master Chief Collection. That thing was broken when they originally released it. There was disconnects, it was tough to find games. The idea was awesome, but initially it was really fucked up. SWAT was really fun in Halo 3. SWAT. But yeah, the last multiplayer game I really put a shit ton of time in was probably Halo 3, which is a long time ago, I realized that, but that was just magic. And I did do the Call of Duties, and I played those for quite a bit, but the one, I mean, the time that I just remember just really being super involved in it was Halo 3. In terms of having a clan and doing that whole thing. Oh, I also did it in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. On the 360. One of my clans was actually... I didn't get to play in it, but one of my clans was actually in one of those game shows that Microsoft had where they're having clans go up against each other. That clan was called Make Us Famous. I'm sure the video is still online somewhere. Used to be good at that. You played Modern Warfare 2 on the Wii. Holy shit. Man, I remember that whole fad. There was what was that game? There was a game that was a samurai game. That was the first-person shooter on Wii, and it made it look really cool on the commercials because the guy tilted his hand and the character would tilt his hand over to like shoot his pistol like a gangster. What was the name of that? I didn't like it at all, but I do remember that that kind of gimmick. Warzone was interesting. I played that a little bit. Let's see, what else did I play? I played the first Overwatch, but I never got into Overwatch 2. I did Destiny for a while, 1 and 2. I guess it hasn't been that long since I really got into a first-person shooter. I didn't get the newest Call of Duty. I skipped that one. Did other things. But I'll probably play Black Ops. Haha, zombies. That'd be fun to stream and just chill on. Zombies mode on the next Black Ops might be fun. Yeah, let's so I'm gonna order Black Ops and then we'll do Zombies mode. We'll just have a little group play it. Salute. Alright, so I've been on for an hour. I didn't have a plan. I know it's a quick stream, but I was asked to give an update on what my progress was. So, hit the goal for the month. All the bills paid off with day trading, medical, electricity, water, food, car payments, all that shit. Pretty successful month. But we need to do this month to month, and then if I can do this for about a year, I think you can call it as a profession. You should have taken that short. Oh, the CCL one? Yeah, the market dumped pretty hard. I couldn't have predicted that today. I don't know, CCL didn't really move all that much, so this is where I said it should hold. It's still grinding up against it, but it did do a retest and it couldn't do it. It has a clearing bar, and then just kind of shuffling around. CCL kind of sucks to day trade, honestly. It doesn't look like it moves much. You got a 50-cent range every day, so you better be buying and selling thousands of shares to even get anything that's worth your time out of it. And even then, it's perfect to swing. Yeah, swinging seems pretty clean. Let me see here. So if you're doing a swing trade on it, it's still holding the level, so it really depends on how this thing closes today. And if it closes below and then it does a retest and fails, then it's going to go down to that 1391, which is possible now. It needs to close below yesterday's low. Hopefully it just closes, like it makes a solid red bar so it's below the level, and then maybe a retest, an intraday retest on Monday to this level here, and then failing, and then you can have that $1 profit target. But today has been a really shitty sell-off that I couldn't really predict. I was just kind of going back and forth. I made most of my money long, like I mentioned. Because if I look at Tesla on the daily time frame, it was able to bounce off of the closing body of the previous day, yesterday. And it had, this is kind of an indecision bar. It's kind of like a hanging bar, but it was above the body of yesterday's briefly, so I went long, but now it's just completely broken below it. It hasn't broken below yesterday's low yet, which is why I said a long might be possible here, and it looks like that long is working out. So let's see, I recommended it to you here, 175.74, and if you took your profit at the first failure, so 176.30 from 175.76, so you had almost $1 profit there. But I'm not putting any more risk today. I already, it was already tough in the morning. Okay, so that's been 1 hour. I didn't have any plans today. I just, Prego Biddies, you asked me to give you an update, and I thought a live update would have been good. But we'll go back at it next week with games and an overall plan for the month. And then we'll do, you know, like the regular content. You know, several hours with a game. Get those nice highlights in, funny moments, all that shit, and then I'm planning to do pixel games. I was requested to do some of the older stuff from the 90s, so we'll do that. Actually, 90s was peak, man. The economy was good because you had that internet boom. I was younger then, so I trusted people more, so you could trust your leaders, at least because I was young. I don't know, there's a lot of things that I just liked, and now, you know, you always feel like you're being watched, the dollar's worth shit, you can't trust anybody. Just a culture shift that just kind of sucks. I don't know, there's a lot. I'm booming out. I'm doing my boomer thing. And now Tesla's broken the low, so you had that nice long, then you have the broken low. But I don't trade it for like an all-day type of thing. I'm going in between levels, and I just go back and forth between them. So your move was this here, waiting for the failure. I know it made another high here, but once that bar got taken out, that's when I would have taken profit. So now we need to see if this is like a liquidity grab or it's sweeping the low and it's going to move higher or not. We need to see how this closes and see if it gets reversed or not, if you're going to try to do another long from here. But until that happens, you're not going to do anything with it. Your biggest mistake was being too busy in 7th grade to buy a real... Yeah, 2008... was... See, that's another thing. So you had 9/11 in 2008 that made major changes on society. 2008 was a pretty big wake-up call in terms of like how we think of savings and investment and over-exuberance. So you had a bunch of events kind of stack up, and then recently you had COVID. So I mean, the 90s were peak, man. I'm sorry for anyone who didn't get to experience that. .com crashed, see, that's another thing, too. You could have bought Amazon when you were 5. Well, you've done pretty well for yourself. You made companies and you sold them, so, you found your way around the current environment. The important skill that you learned was seeing a need, fulfilling it. So you got the entrepreneur mindset, which is the greatest thing you could possibly get. Something you don't really get from school. It's something that I don't remember. I remember you were talking about some of the people that influenced you, and I wrote down some of the names. I don't have them off the top of my head, but you know, you got that shit outside of school. It was something that you got influenced by, and it's just like part of your mindset, which is the most important thing. So there you go, look at that, they swept the low and now they reversed it, so possible long here. You have a degree in design, and you literally practice what is called need finding. See, maybe that would have been a helpful thing for school. You got influenced by OnlyFans? Well, it's nice to have social media personalities that you thirst on taking off their clothes. So now you always get to see anything that you want all the time. You get that dopamine hit all the time. You're always on something. If I want to see Amaranth's asshole, I can see that. Or any of the other chicks. Like, the one that I like right now on Twitch is Asian Bunny X. God damn, she's like an anime girl in human form. Just ridiculous, ridiculous body. It's amazing. I would give up everything just to have a doll like that. Maybe the Japanese will make that AI sex doll. I'm waiting for Japan to create those robots. Just get a model of her ass. Use a realistic feeling rubber, because they already have like those things called Ona holes or whatever that are formed to be like the you know, whatever celebrity. So they just need to do that and put it on an AI robot. And then I'm done. Then I'll never need to interact with another person ever again once they make those things. Dating will be over with. Marriage will be over with. Nobody will talk to each other. They'll just get their ideal companion that'll never say no. And will cook dinner and do all the other shit. It is over for relationships once that happens. You already have people falling for these AI influencers, just falling in love with, like, mimicking human speech. So having that on an actual body, I mean, you're just gonna forget that they're fake or just, like, totally go along with it, especially if they look like something you want to be with. Let's hope I'm still alive when we reach peak humanity, our peak creation. Alright, now I'm gonna call it good. I got some stuff to do in the background. I just wanted to pop in, joke a little bit. Tell everyone how I approached today. Today is fucked up, but it's a good thing I got out, because I would have lost it trying to play bounces. Yeah. Get the money and get out, and stop fucking around. That's my advice. Okay, people. Snappa, good to see you. King Philip, good to see you. Prego Biddy, good to see you. And anybody who was lurking in the background, thank you very much for stopping by. If you want to talk offline, I've got a Discord. Good shit. Now we just need to do that every day for the rest of our lives, but I don't want to just, I don't want to just hit the monthly goal. I want to exceed it so I can do something with that extra money. But it's a good starter, now that we're doing this full time, to be able to hit that level. We just need to be able to do it consistently. Like, it's easy to be profitable, but having enough profit to pay for everything is a little bit more difficult. So I left the industry back in October, as you know, and I've been profitable ever since then, but most of the months I've had to use a little backup money to pay for the difference between what I've earned and what the goal is. But this month I hit it, and then March I hit it, so we're improving. And April was close, but no cigar on that one. But there was mistakes that I'm learning from on that. Anyway, that's it for me. We're gonna go into the weekend of winter. You don't want to lose on a Friday, man. That's the worst. You're just fucking pissed off all weekend, and you can't wait for Monday. So I'm glad we won out today. Anyway, take it easy. Have a good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, is there somebody I should raid? Does anybody have, like, a person they like they want to say hi to? I can do that if you want. Although everyone is probably at work. Nobody? Nah. Okay, we'll call it good then. See you later.